Mid-Missouri schools see technology in the classroom as a way to prepare their students for the future. But it's a challenge. Funds are limited and there are lots of competing priorities. Schools with limited funds are left with a choice: buy a laptop or iPad for every student, or upgrade the Wi-Fi so those devices can run properly. They can't do both. California high school spent $500,000 updating its Wi-Fi so every student could have a Google-provided Chromebook laptop. But the Wi-Fi upgrade left no money to buy devices. The high school's library media specialist, Janet Henley, says Wi-Fi had to be the school's priority.
You have to have the infrastructure to support the devices, or all that money that you spent on the devices is wasted.
Now the school has the foundation in place, but they still need the devices. Business teacher John Lindquist says integrating at least $100,000 worth of Chromebooks into the curriculum will help engage students in their education.
Living in a connected society, it's part of their everyday life, and so why wouldn't you want to integrate that?
Blair Oaks Elementary in Jefferson City chose to make devices the priority for its students. The network can't handle the more than 350 Wi-Fi devices issued to students. Keyboarding and computer teacher Rachel Schulte says IT problems distract her students.
There's been times when they'll freeze up or the server's down, and that's really hard, especially when you're working with the kindergartners and the first graders, because they don't understand that it's not something I can fix.
School principal Kimberly Rodriguez says access to these devices is the highest priority. The devices have an immediate impact on students. The rest will have to wait. For example, state-mandated testing now uses computers instead of the traditional pen and pencil exams. Students need to be familiar with computers before they take tests on them. And when students graduate, they'll be expected to have basic technologies, such as how to use a computer, mastered.
I think our goal is more to just make sure they're exposed and they have the skills to use whatever technology is out there, and I think that will help them be more universal.
Some schools that choose infrastructure are using alternatives, such as the Bring Your Own Device program, where students supply their own iPads or laptops. The Centralia School District's instructional technology specialist, Sarah Rausch, says the problem with that approach is that not every student can afford to buy their own device.
So for me, that's kind of the benefits of one-to-one, is that I know in my classroom every student has the same device. I know when I plan it's going to work on those devices, and I know every kid has one, whether they have the money to have one or not.
Rausch says this is going to be a difficult change, but one that is necessary. Normally, she says, students adapt to the school. Now, schools are having to adapt to the students. With producers Annie Rice and Demi Walls, Emma Nicholas, KOMU 8 News, Centralia.